Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another Minecraft discussion. My name is Kimberly Quinn. I'm just so excited to be in the woods. I think I lost my train for just a second. We are like right in the woods, G and I. It's awesome. So yeah, what I wanted to talk about today, to discuss today, is about learning to self-regulate. It's just so important. And you might be thinking, oh, aren't you the lady with ADHD? Which we don't call that, or I don't call that anyway, because it's such a freaking misnomer. I prefer to say I'm a proud card-carrying member of the Fast Mind Club. It's way healthier, way more positive. Okay, so as far as learning how to self-regulate, yeah, and it has taken me till basically now to learn how to self-regulate pretty well. And not to say I don't slip up. I just think it's about awareness and hitting the pause button, which are hard. But I wasn't going to actually spend a lot of time talking about the Fast Mind Club today. And this is like an everybody video because it's so important on a whole nother level, which is what I want to get into, which as far as, sort of creating and envisioning your future present moments. And that's another thing. It's supposed to be in the present moment. Why are you thinking about the future? It's not about residing there. It's about envisioning in which is your present moment now. Because here's the thing. If we don't do this, if we don't envision sort of our heart's desire for what's later in the now, I'm not saying reside there, just get a vision, very important. Then we tend to stick like super glue to our old story of the past. And that's dangerous because the thing is, all of that stuff is supported and reinforced by what's in the vault of the unconscious, right? So if we don't stir the soup, as my good friend Father Mike would say, actually I think it was said about him, but either way, I just got a really nice feeling just now. If we don't stir the soup, we just stay. Think about it. If we continue to allow, and the word is allow, the same old thoughts, which lead to the same old emotions, which then lead to the same old behavior, which just might look different in different contexts, we're living our lives on basically an autopilot, and there is no bigger thief of life minutes than autopilot. There's no bigger thief of life minutes than autopilot. And so it's really important to, as Oprah says, my good friend Oprah, right? She just doesn't know. We got to listen to those whispers and actually envision it. So here's the thing. Here's where the self-regulating comes in. Let's say you have a sticky workplace issue where there's some kind, we don't even say it doesn't have to be huge. Anywhere along the spectrum is fine for you to picture. And maybe somebody, the pettiness or the power plays, the manipulative chess moves or whatever are really getting your goat, as they say. Love goats. Really getting your goat. And it can be very difficult for us to resist the urge to bite that shenpa hook, right? That just wanting to bite the hook. And then, get into it and focus on the cause of our frustration. It can be so easy to do that. And what I've learned and continue to learn, I'm definitely a work in progress with this, though I'll say I've gotten way better because now what happens when you practice this, like you practice anything else, you get better at it, right? So I've gotten way better about really seeing some of the dynamics rather quickly at this point. And here's the thing, when we shift our energy away from the cause, which is counterintuitive, right? Let's say it's legit. They really screwed you over. And you just want to reside there. And again, we're saying it's totally legit. You have every right to blah, blah, blah. Though the problem is with that, when we focus on the cause, energetically speaking, because we are just walking balls of energy wearing different outfits, right? When we focus on the cause, no matter how legit, it's taking away huge our ability to shift in the place we want to be in, because because we need that energy that's going towards the cause, the problem, the conflict, whatever, to heal. Let's say it's a physical thing, to heal. Let's say it's an emotional thing, where it's like a workplace thing or whatever, to climb out and shift into a better direction. And I think a lot of people don't get that because it does take a lot of sort of diligent practice to acknowledge and label our emotions. It's very important to step and say, okay, because thoughts come first and feelings second, right? So therefore, the feelings point to what our thoughts are. So if we're feeling this frustration, if we're feeling betrayed, if we're feeling, whatever, that needs to point to the thoughts, okay? So we don't want to reside there. We just want to kind of get a grip and then move forward to then shift out of, take some deep breaths, do a lot of self-talk, and realize that, you know what? They're not worthy of this. And the best thing I can do is to focus my attention and keep my eye on the prize. That is really the best way to do it. And we talked about also being quietly effective. So it doesn't mean to prove a big point and say, I'm going this way now. That doesn't help anything. That's just frustration, maybe even anger. And we it's also easy. Anger is really kind of bait for things to go wrong. It doesn't mean don't process. We said that, to feel is to heal. However, we don't want to stay in that, kind of pissed off place very long, because even though anger can feel powerful, anger really controls us. So the more we give into it, thinking, feeling all powerful, feeling like we got the world by the tail and everything, it's really the opposite. That situation or person that we're feeling angry with or towards or whatever, it really then has control over us. It's really kind of, can be kind of, anger obviously can be kind of seductive, really, right? We just don't want to do that. We just want to hold our head high, shoulders back, be quietly effective, realize that we're walking energetic beings. We're spiritual beings having human experience. Yeah, I said that right. Spiritual beings having a human experience, and rather than focus on the cause, the problem, the conflict, to shift out of that quietly and with tremendous focus, and use that energy towards healing or going in a new direction, because otherwise we are going to be in this unconscious gerbil wheel of creating and attracting the same people, the same conflicts, the same stuff forever if we don't stop it. So if you really want and can, picture yourself in this wonderful new place, new story, got to stay on top of where your energy's going, and energetically detach from those situations and just pull it in. It's internal, come right in the living room, because we really, in order to pull that off, we got to win from within. So learn to self-regulate. Awesome. That was old Giovanni. Okay, this is Kimberly Quinn signing off from the beautiful woods and just this gorgeous foliage in northern Vermont. Have a mindful day.